I'm here speaking on three bills, House Bill 5944, 5946, and 5451. I'll pay close attention to two of those primarily. The first one is a repeat from a couple years ago, and that concerning the mailing of motor vehicle registration renewal applications and notices of emissions testing requirements. A couple years ago, I brought this to the attention of the committee, and we had a good discussion on it. Many things haven't changed. In the past, we've received a mailing certificate that looks something like this little emissions card. And this was a change from a number of years ago where it was a sticker on your windshield and a letter, actually. So it was a little bit more to mail it. These reduced the cost for the mailings themselves to 14 cents, but it was a little postcard. And so I brought this to the attention. I mean, it looks like I have another piece of, what we might consider mail that is not that important, junk mail. This is another postcard mailed on another topic that we might just file, similar to this at times. So at the time, the commissioner had a fix. The commissioner was going to mail this card. So that was going to be the fix. They were going to mail another type of card. And so what is happening is that so many individuals are getting late fees for being late emissions, to the tune of, just to give you an example, in my testimony I've got the numbers broken down, but in 2006 was about $307,000 in late fees. When I testified 2 years ago, it was $3.4 million in late. This is just late fees, folks. This isn't the fees that we have to pay anyways. This is just late fees for individuals that haven't met that deadline for the emissions. So that's essentially 170,000 individuals not making it. More than 10% of the people are late on their emissions. And I brought the attention, I don't think it's a person that 10% of the people driving want to be late. I truly believe that we have a notification problem. And so the fix was to go to a different type of card. That was the fix. Well, guess what? In 2013 and 2014, we're at $3.3 million in late fees and $3.4 million in late fees last year. So we still have the same problem, and it truly deals with notification. I believe that we can mail this, save the money of the mailing the postcard, put it in your registration card saying, before you can re-register your car, you need to have the emissions. And so I want to leave you with that piece. I also want to touch on another bill, 5946, an act concerning motor vehicle registration. I just registered a new vehicle. I didn't do a thing. I went to my new dealership, and they ended up doing everything online. I think it's time that we look at opening that up. The individuals can register their vehicles online. For transfer fee, we do so many things online right now. Let's look at that. We lose millions of labor hours each year by being in line at the DMV. They're busy. They do a great job. I give them a lot of credit for a lot of their online fees, but we go many, many times to that register and forget one item. We get an item, and you got to come back the next day. It happens. I'm one of the ones that I try to buy new vehicles or go through a dealer so I don't have to go to DMV. I love DMV, but not to stand in line all the time. So I think they're doing a great job, but we need to correct. And now on a more important topic, House Bill 5451 and Senate Bill 491. It's good to see Senator Austin here because this bills are similar bills that she introduced. An act concerning cameras on vehicles transporting children with special needs. I'm asking the general statute be amended to require the installation of cameras on vehicles operated by school districts that transport children with special needs. This technology is very common among many cities and states, including here in Connecticut. You just Google cameras on buses, and you'll see how many districts use them and the issues that are brought up. Unfortunately, we need to provide cameras on vehicles that transport children with special needs. This is not a proactive bill, unfortunately. This came to myself and Senator Austin. It comes in aftermath of a sexual abuse case in our district, one that can happen anywhere. This technology may not stop all instances of abuse, but it will give a voice to those that may not feel as though they have a voice. Many of our districts use it. You probably were on a bus, more than likely, that had a camera. It's the issues where, somebody cannot protect themselves, or there's others on the bus that are transported, and something horrific can happen. And so I thank you.